Kangaroo Kim, coming in at 6'1" out of New York, the senior from off campus. This has a very high chance of being another entertaining bout.
Absolutely. McOsker getting to the finals last year and losing to Suno Cho, a good friend of Joey Kim. And again, both fighters coming from opposite sides of the spectrum. McOsker, a real tight, strong guy, lots of hooks, lots of quick flurries, and Kim on the other end of a very tall, lengthy guy, uses his length, uses his jabs. And so we'll see if Garrity can work in or Kim can keep that going.
This is the final round contest in the 155-pound weight division. Introducing first, in the blue corner, a sophomore from San Pedro, California, representing Fisher Hall. Here is Garrity the Biscuit McOsker. And his opponent, in the gold corner, an off-campus senior from Sasset, New York. Here is Joey the Kangaroo Kim.
Watching the semifinal bouts, Josh, watching Joey Kim, he does a fantastic job of finding his mark and landing. I mean, he has some big sweeping right hooks. Like we said, tall, long, lengthy, does a fantastic job of finding his mark. Round 1, 155 championship, McOsker, Kim.
And I don't know if it's anything with superstition, Ryan, but the blue shorts haven't lost yet tonight. So we'll see if McOsker can keep the trend going or Kim can upset it.
McOsker looking to attack here first. Good counter punches, though, from Kim to keep him at bay. You'll notice about McOsker, very light on his feet. It's a very crisp, snaps that right jab very effectively. Kim has a habit, though, of dropping his hands. Maybe that's a disadvantage of being that tall. If McOsker can get up there, he has a chance.
McOsker proving to be the aggressor thus far. And Kim, like we saw in the semis in the previous rounds, he's keeping that poise, ever so important, and keeping the other fighter at bay with those hooks. But here, coming with those haymakers. McOsker landing there with an uppercut.
Good job by McOsker early in this one, throwing the smart combos, the 1-2-2s, the 1-2-3s. Good job slipping in, out of the way so far. There's a big right hook that lands right on the chin of Kim.
And McOsker is so quick with those hooks. You can know it's coming, and then all of a sudden you're taking 2 steps back from the impact.
Good body shot there, straight jab to the midsection of Kim. Big right hook there, just misses as McOsker slips that one. That's going to be the round, the first round in the books here at 155. A little slower than 148,
absolutely,
but high, just as entertaining.
A little more experienced boxers, both respecting one another, knowing each other coming into it, and knowing how good their opponent is, and kind of working in their own agenda as well as trying not to catch one on the chin from their opponent.
Let's take a quick listen there to Biscuit in the blue corner. McOsker had a brother who fought there in the semifinals at 194 that ended up losing the ring now, but he was just a fantastic coach as he was fighter in that one.
Absolutely. Gary, both a good fighter, a good kid, and actually last night got an email from the boxing captains telling us that Garrity was playing with his rock band on campus. So a real renaissance man.
True Notre Dame man through. Kim coming out trying to be the aggressor early here in the second round of the 155 championship bout. One thing so important in boxing is never taking your eye. I mean, it sounds simple, but you cannot take your eye off your opponent. It's almost natural instinct to maybe want to drop your head, close your eyes when you see a punch coming, but you got to keep your eyes on your opponent. McOsker doing a good job picking his places. A big right hook right cross. That one faced Kim, but good response though.
Sacrificing that form a little bit for that power, but both boxers able to recover. A little energy here in the second round.
McOsker finding his mark. 1-2 after 1-2.
And that uppercut is so important for McOsker because Kim is trying to swat away, parry away that jab, and then here comes Garrity with the uppercut.
I tell you though, that big hook there woke up the crowd a little bit in this one. I thought the top was going to blow off for Purcell. There's another right cross landing for McOsker.
I'd like to see Kim show a little more aggression. I know Garrity McOsker, obviously the aggressor thus far, but if Kim wants to get a few more punches, a few more points on his card, he's going to have to show a little aggression.
So Kim, the senior from upstate New York, McOsker out of the San Pedro, California. Round 2 in the books there. Round 1 was awfully close, but you maybe think the judges might score round 2 there to McOsker. Him being the aggressor there, working those combinations rather well there. So we take a listen to his trainer in his blue corner.
So unlike last bout, we didn't see the whole hands a lot, not a lot of defense, but trainers just making sure McOsker keeps those hands up. Those long sweeping hooks and jabs from Kim can really be dangerous, so he's got to keep his hands up.
Just touch on the relationship quickly here as the third round's underway, the relationship between the trainer and the boxer.
Well, some people, you have a random corner assigned for the program. It could be a coach that you've worked with personally, somebody you request. Or it could be a coach that just kind of pops into your corner because you're a kid in the program and they want to support you as well as anyone else. But actually, interestingly enough, Garrity has his own trainers, which is actually the rugby coaches, a husband and wife coaching the club rugby teams here on campus. And I know that McOsker's been a participant in that thus far, so showing a little friendship and trainer on the side and bringing them into this tournament.
Real tough guy. And he plays in a rock band, Garrity McOsker.
Yeah, not somebody you want to mess with.
Third round underway, Kim McOsker. McOsker still on the attack here. Kim trying to turn up the aggression a little bit.
Here we go, Kim with a little flurry. McOsker wrapping him up.
Good job, Oscar, to slow this one down as Kim was going on the attack. Ref's going to send him to his corner here.
They're checking for a little blood from McOsker's nose, but nothing too extensive. And here we go, right back to the action.
Kim, tall, long, lengthy. Quick jabs, big hooks, but so far it's really been McOsker controlling this one so far. Big right hook there from the biscuit. Kim, though,
and Kim
great counter punches.
That was the longest flurry we've seen from Kim thus far. You just have to make him mad a little bit, hit him in the face, and he'll come right back at you.
Kim starting to push, working in the corner there. Good 1-2-2 from Kim.
Starting to see the action come out of both boxers. But Kim is going to have to keep his hands up. I know McOsker's a shorter guy comparatively, but if he doesn't keep those hands up, he's going to sacrifice that position and probably take one on the chin.
McOsker in the blue, Kim in the gold. Kim starting to get a little aggressive here late in the third round. Championship bout at 155.
And Kim's going to have to both respond to the aggressiveness of McOsker, but also establish his own presence.
And 155 is in the books and maybe the closest bout we've had tonight.
It looks more like the blue corner is keeping that trend up there, Ryan. I don't want to go to superstition. I'm a good Catholic kid, but good fighters coming out of both corners, and the blue just happened to be on top thus far. We'll see we'll see what the judges say.
I am not of the superstitious type, but I can see where you're coming from. Either way, what a fantastic bout.
Absolutely.
Between the senior from New York, Joey
Still
Kim.
a little energy as they're bouncing around. Maybe something they wanted to leave out on the mat.
They're ready to go one more round.
But a great bout nonetheless.
5 judges on hand scoring each championship bout tonight. This one's definitely going to the cards.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 155-pound weight division and your 2013 Bengal Bouts champion, by unanimous decision, in the blue corner, Garrity McOsker!
And something McOsker's been looking at for a year since he was defeated in the championship last year against Notre.
To the blue corner, 4-0. Your favorite show.